Hi everybody, my name is Sarah, also known as Weight Watcher Cape Cod Woman. And today as I was taking my walk, which I just got back from, I thought of what video I was going to take today. Now this is set to air on July 13th, 2015. So if you were partaking in a holiday event, it's already gone by. And so the topic today is caution, yellow, and red flags. So, question for you. If you indeed went to a holiday cookout, barbecue, whatever you call it in your neck of the woods, were you prepared as a Weight Watcher? Did you inquire about the menu before you went, or were you producing the event and so you knew exactly what was going to be happening? Or, and with the information obtained, were you able to pack your own little cooler of Weight Watcher staples that get you through social events where there might be some anxiety that might cause you to eat? I don't know. I never did that. Oh, yeah, right. Where I could hoover the buffet table because I'm anxious. So, were you able to come out of the event and be Weight Watcher for you compliant? Or did you dive into your weeklies? How did you handle something like that? I think the important thing about summer and food events and Weight Watchers in general, your lifestyle in general, is processing what you're learning and not being like, I didn't even know. Oh my God, I wasn't paying attention. Are you conscious about you in particular and how you handle things? I've been on Weight Watchers for almost 13 months at this point. And so I've come to see that I know my belly. And I'm listening to my belly. And I feed my belly as it asks for. I don't follow somebody else's plan. I don't listen to the gurus that say, don't eat little mini meals all day. Do eat 3 meals a day. Don't have your snacks every day. Have your 3 meals with 2 snacks. There's so much flood of information about what works for them that they can tout with dollar signs. I'm not getting any dollar signs for this. Love to, but no, I'm not. And so, have you listened to your belly to know caution flags, yellow flags, red flags? Do you take care of your Weight Watcher lifestyle program with your tracker, with your other tools and tips that you have in your toolkit? So, what is a caution flag? A caution flag is going to work with nothing packed. A caution flag is going shopping and buying something that was a trigger food or a binge food, thinking that you're well enough to be able to handle it. Now, some of the things that I'm having now in maintenance, I never would have thought of having when I first entered Weight Watchers. I wouldn't have. I was so structured and rigid. I was just having just about the same thing every single day. It's just safer. Now, I have kind of the same formula every day, but there are change-ups, right? Like when I have my little piece of cheese that equals 1 point. If it's Cabot cheese, it's usually 3/4 of an ounce. If it's the Baby Bells, it's, the low-fat one. If it's a Weight Watcher cheese stick, it's one of them as 1 point. So, with a piece of fruit. And one of the things I like to have with that is not because of the flavors, but because of the time involved, is an orange. It takes a while to peel an orange, to have an orange, to lick it all up. And by the time I'm done eating the orange and having the cheese, it has gotten into my bloodstream and I don't have those hungry horrors at 3, right? And what does it cost me? A point. Is it worth it? You bet. I hear people say that they want to eat their arm when they get home. I hear people say that they do great all day long. Follow their tracker, follow their program, pack their lunch, do everything they're supposed to. And then they have dinner, and then for some reason, something says to them in their brain that they're still hungry. Bad, 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 bad. You know, there's nothing you can eat. If you have a nice, well-balanced dinner with your veggies and your little piece of protein, maybe even a salad, if you have that, there's nothing else you need to do. Maybe a dessert. Now, I'm funny with my 3 little days of desserts: Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So when I finish eating, I almost immediately have the dessert. I can't say, ate too much for dinner, gotta sit for a second. You know, like people do at Thanksgiving. Oh no, I'll have my pie later, I'm digesting my meal. No, I have to immediately keep it going, because when I'm done, I'm done. Another trick I use, well, I used to use, because now my body's used to, you know, when it's over, it's over. I don't have the hungry horror thing enter, thank God. But it takes a lot of work and practice and some white knuckling to get there. One of the things I suggest is brushing your teeth. Immediately brushing your teeth. And so for me, it would be brushing my teeth. I know I'm done. Brushing, flossing, you know, what I do at the end of the day. Sometimes if I'm at an event, I will have, sometimes I will bring my toothbrush if it's one of those long days, or I will immediately have a piece of gum, a drink of water, then a piece of gum, some sort of cue and clue for my brain and belly that seem to think that they're the same thing, that I'm done. You know, that if you're not feeling your full button, and it took a while for me to get to mine too, or my satiation button. And no, when I did my video, do you have a full full button? People thought, do you have a full bottom? No, I don't have a full bottom. But anyway, so the flags, you know, are you paying attention? Or say you might have blown it or overdone it or not been prepared as a Weight Watcher girl, as a Weight Watcher woman, for your day, for your event, for your dinner, for going to somebody else's house, whatever. Do you go back and see what it was that you might have done before, that you stopped doing, that you got a little whimsical with your program and thought, I can do this. I'm safe. You know, like as simple as I'm at a cookout, I allow corn on the cob, but all of a sudden there's a thing of butter there. So I start layering on the butter. Then I start putting some salt and pepper on it to secure the butter, right? So it's not dripping off, you know, and I'm also fingering the bottom of the plate with the butter, right? And I'm thinking, well, this isn't so bad, right? It's an ear of corn, right? You could have a tablespoon of butter on it. That's 3 points, 100 calories. So that would be a yellow flag, maybe even a red flag. So what flags? How do you have flags? Do you utilize that little tool of danger, danger? You know, there's 1 danger, 2 danger, 3 dangers. And as I mentioned in a previous video, I was talking about the yellow and the red flags. And, you know, the red flag is when you leave the program. You still pay your dues. You still, you know, buy Weight Watcher type food, but you've left the program. You know, you're starting not to have the sensible low point items in your day. And you're just, you know, throwing in, you know, the Dairy Queen, throwing in the Pizza Hut, throwing in the, I don't know, cookout stuff. You know, you're not weighing and measuring. You know, to me, for me, the red flag would be I'm leaving my measuring utensils in the drawer. The scale doesn't get pulled out. The cute little containers, my little glass containers, aren't being used because I'm not bringing them to work, because I'm figuring, yeah, I'll go over to that mountain of white bread and I'll have some processed ham and maybe some, American cheese, and I'll use real mayonnaise, and none of these things I do, but, you know, just that thinking. Or I'll have some chips, you know. I'll sit there and I'll innocently ask the person eating lunch next to me if I could have one of their chips. Don't be a mooch. And then you have the chip, and what it does to your brain and your body. It fires up the brain. You guys know that the certain foods will fire up your brain more deadly than cocaine for an addict, because we have to eat. So anyway, it gets very, very slippery. So I have to be aware of caution. I can't go to yellow and red flags with my Weight Watcher program. I can't. And I'm in maintenance, you know. And even though, you know, those people that say, you can afford it. Look at you. You're a bean. You know, it's like, you don't understand. They don't understand, you know, just like an AA, you know. One drink is too many and 1,000 aren't enough, you know. One jelly bean is too many. One M&M is too many. One piece of saltwater taffy is too many. Even if you have it and then feel that guilt and go and log it, it is too much. It is too dangerous. It is too slippery. I can't slip in this program. I can't. So there's so many steps that I have to do to stay away from that. I can't go to Whole Foods, which is my new addiction, some of you know. I can't go there this time of year and really go down the center aisles, you know, because I will be, or the bread aisle, or the prepared foods, you know. I went yesterday and I just got lost in the fantasy of the produce. You know, I'm not buying bread thinking, well, just this once, I'll get this bread. They had the they had the Vermont spelt English muffins, which I had from there before. One English muffin is 260 calories. That must mean 5 points or something, maybe even 6 points. And the last time I bought it, I said, you know, I can handle this. Well, I handled it, but what happened was, you know, I spent like $5 for the spelt English muffins, had maybe half a one for like 3 points, and then ended up throwing the rest away. I might as well take a $5 bill and chop it up and throw it out the window. So I can't eat like a normal person. I can't eat like I used to eat unconsciously. I can't. And so I have to be very, very aware of, you know, certain aisles. I have to have caution. Yellow flags, red flags. There's certain things I can't put in my cart and think that I can get away with. And I got there, or I got here, by the slow, enduring, tolerating just the process of going over for me what works for me, what doesn't work for me. You know, even if I'm sitting there with a bestie that does Whole Foods, I might not be able to do what she does and lose weight because it could be triggering for me. I have to be very, very careful. So, do you pay attention to your flags? Do you, you know, like those nautical flags when there's a windstorm, do you pay attention to those gusts of temptation that come in and they just blow all over the place? Are you aware? You know, don't you think awareness is like so key? Waking up aware and knowing that you've tracked your food and that you've packed your food and that you've taken care of yourself. I'm going to an all-day training thing with all of the staff from where I work. First there's CPR, and then there's a couple of like staff meetings. And so I asked her, you know, I said, what is going to be, it said lunch provided on the flyer. And I said, so what will the lunch be? And she hedged. I mean, it's like, you know, it's like, tell me, what is it? And then I said, quick in my head, I said, whatever she says, I'm going to pack my stuff. I've got my grapes, I've got my cherries, I've got my 1 point's worth of cheese, which will be Colby Jack, Colby, it'll be Cabot cheese, Colby spicy Colby or something like that. Anyway, my 1 point cheese. It'll also be my half a tablespoon of Coffee Mate Bliss. It'll be my Zyla alternative sugar. It'll be my salad dressing. She said a salad will be provided. So I did a little glass jar of roasted asparagus, some sprouts, some organic chickpeas, some beets. I love my beets. 2 ounces of the ham that I cooked the other day. So I have my lunch prepared. And you know, even if there was no salad there and it ended up being like all Panera breads and chips and cookies, even if it was all of that, I could put the salad dressing on my add-ons, right? all of the goodies that I put into my little glass jar, and that would be that would be enough. So, are you preparing? Are you taking care of those scary flags of cautionary, yellow, and red, totally gone flags in your life? Are you paying attention? So I want to hear, how conscious you are with your food program. And anyway, that's it for me for now. It's time for more coffee. I've had my walk. So this has been Sarah, Weight Watcher Cape Cod Woman. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all that you say, all my new friends at YouTube. I love doing this, and I love listening to you guys, and it feels like a little forum every morning. So thank you so much. Until the next time, bye-bye for now.